boys and girls, and welcome to another super amazing, fantastic episode of Daily Reptile News. Now, we're going to start off today with a story that's kind of close to my heart, and that's because I just don't quite understand it. We're going to start off in Ohio, where a alligator was captured in a West Side Cleveland backyard. Try saying that 10 times fast. Jesus. Yeah, I'm not sure if anybody's informed the world yet, but alligators do not come from Ohio. And this animal is clearly an escaped or released pet, which I know a lot of people watching. I don't know anybody I know of that condones releasing pets out into the wild. And that kind of brings us into our second story, which is pretty much a mirror of the first in Quebec. North Quebec, a 4-foot boa is on the loose. Apparently, the person decided to let a snake get some fresh air, and don't do that, people. They don't need fresh air. They're happy with stuffy air in the house where they belong. He put a snake up in a tree. No telling if his attention was obviously he wasn't paying attention, but anyway, the snake got away. There's a 4-foot boa loose in Quebec, and good thing though, the news is not demonizing the snake. They do say that it could potentially eat rodents and everything, but they're not too worried about it because as cold as their nights are getting up there, they're not even sure the snake can survive, and they're not even sure if the snake's hungry, and they say that they have much bigger things to worry about, like the bear that they've been having around there lately. So, good on you, news station, for not demonizing this snake. Bad on you, keepers, for letting them out or releasing them, or however these things are getting in the wild where they don't belong. This is just such a... I don't know what to say. It's just one of those things. It bothers me because there's no reason for it. There's absolutely no reason. These animals are escape artists. You need to just be so careful that you don't lose them. Because not only are you losing your pet, who you figure an alligator in Ohio. Yeah, okay. Well, come on, it's a goddamn alligator. It'll eat anything. Yeah. Well, until winter time when it freezes to death. So. It's just, and it's not to everybody, it's just, we gotta be so careful. Look at the bad press we're getting nowadays, and we just gotta be a lot more careful than a lot of us are being right now. And moving on to a place that I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the name, somewhere over in India, I believe it is, because I really don't want to offend anybody by not pronouncing it properly, but 108 turtles were confiscated on their way to Bangkok. Who knows if they're gonna be good, destined for dinner plates or whatever, but this particular species of turtle is on the verge of extinction. So awesome, the authorities got it. Douchebag of the day, the guy that was obviously trying to take these things out of the wild and send them somewhere else. Now we'll move on to the Dakotas, West Fargo to be exact, where apparently some snake restrictions they're actually considering on lifting some snake restrictions. You see, one person apparently went to the West Fargo City Council and pleaded for them to remove some restrictions, which include venomous, large constricting snakes, anything deemed harmful to people with pets. And apparently he was shot down. But this time the city council was actually confronted by the president of the local chapter of the National Herp Society, saying that it's very unfortunate the person that first pleaded to them was actually the only person they've ever banned from their society. Obviously a bad news individual. He went through the regular old stuff that I think we've all been through, and West Fargo is actually considering a lift on some of the restrictions down there. They're looking into some of the other surrounding cities and seeing what kind of restrictions they impose, and they say that they would like to be within limits of surrounding areas, but I say West Fargo, you should stand alone, do your own thing, don't be like everybody else, lift those restrictions. They are, the president of the National Herp Society, the local chapter there, was talking about registration fees, licensing, microchipping your animals, perfectly fine, so much better than a total ban altogether, and I, for one, support that idea 100%, and I'm pretty sure you guys do too. And that, my friends, has been all your news for this Wednesday. If you'd like to read any more about these stories, that link's right down below here in the description. And as always, if you're still watching, my name is Jason White. Now you know what's going on in the reptile world. Be good to each other, and we'll see you next time.